my president! Not my president!
This is Chip Douglas with WTFN News. We're here on the left coast in the capital city of Libtopia, where protesters are out here showing their dissatisfaction over Tuesday's election result of a resounding victory for Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton. Let's see what they have to say.
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump!
Excuse me, sir, do you have some time to answer some questions?
Yeah, I got some questions. What sort of patriarchal bitch invented the Electoral College? How did America get so racist? It's almost like people don't even care about Lady Gaga's political opinions. What are we gonna do now? Voldemort has penetrated Hogwarts.
Right. So, what are you planning to do now that Donald Trump is going to be president of the United States?
Well, we all need to come together and share our light and love for each other and overcome the darkness and hate in the world. Hashtag love Trump's hate.
And how do you propose we do that?
Well, first we start by recognizing that half the population of America and 80% of the counties are just repugnant, vile, racist, sexist, evil pieces of shit who all deserve to die. Next, we have to start beating the shit out of every Trump supporter we encounter and figure out who's going to be the one to assassinate Donald Trump. After that, we can all retreat to our safe spaces and just watch Disney movies until the next election, when we can all come out and pretend like we know something about how the world works all over again.
That sounds extraordinarily violent and hateful. Have you considered that maybe there were reasons to vote for Trump that don't stem from racist or sexist prejudice?
Nope, it's pretty obvious that her only flaw was being a woman. America's a shitty country, and everyone who voted for Trump is an ignorant moron who just didn't take the time to learn why Hillary is awesome.
What about the fact that Hillary was calling for war with Russia that could have easily led to a nuclear holocaust exterminating all life on the planet?
Do you think that nuclear extermination of all life on the planet is more important than gay people's rights to get insurance benefits for being married? You must be one of those ignorant, racist pieces of shit.
It was just a question. What do you think about Trump's pledge to defend the lives of gay Americans from violent patriarchal Islamic terrorists in the wake of the Orlando shooting? Or how Trump got the Republican convention attendees to cheer for the LGBTQ community for the first time in history?
You're just selectively viewing a false version of reality. The truth is exactly what CNN and MSNBC and Huffington Post have been telling me all along, that Donald Trump is a serial liar, a racist, xenophobic, misogynist bigot who hates all minorities and will destroy the world.
And what do you think about Trump's documented history of defending minority access to his property developments in elite, privileged neighborhoods, and his proclivity in hiring women to executive positions within the Trump Organization?
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! You know all these privileged white fuckers out there just sitting around, growing food, building machines, working to create the world we live in and provide for their families? What do they offer the world? They just think that just because they produce valuable goods and services, that somehow their voice and opinion actually matters. It's so much privilege.
And what do you offer the world as a white, liberal Hillary Clinton supporter?
I am a student of a prestigious university whose tuition is financed by the government, who studies gender issues in Shakespeare plays, and a digital political activist who dedicates at least 2 Facebook and Twitter posts a day to fighting global warming. In between Netflix binges in my pajamas in my government-subsidized low-income housing unit, I'm gonna change the world.
Sounds like you enjoy quite a bit of privilege yourself, and that you don't really do shit except for browse the internet and entirely miss the point of classical literature. Plus, you're white. How can you claim that some rural farmer is more privileged than you are?
I can't be privileged. I vote Democrat.
What does that have to do with privilege?
I check my privilege by pretending that all of my ancestors were racist slave owners and that I'm useless to society, because I am, and thus lay in a shallow pool of self-pity. By voting Democrat, I get to pretend that I care about other people and use the Marxist programming of my school and media as a surrogate for genuine culture and self-esteem.
So you're not privileged because you're a lazy communist. Is that what you're telling me?
What else is there? God doesn't exist. Life is pain and suffering. We're all just meat sacks destined to be swallowed by oblivion. And now, Trump is our president.
What is it again about Trump and his supporters that causes you so much anguish and discomfort?
Trump's vision of the world is dark and negative. Bringing jobs and peace and prosperity back to America is so racist and hateful. I just can't stand it. I'd rather have nuclear war with Russia under Madam President Hillary, funded by Wall Street banks, bringing vast amounts of death and suffering to millions around the world, than have to actually get a job and leave my Marxist Disneyland bubble behind.
Sounds like you got a strange set of priorities and a lot of hate and violence in your heart. Have you ever considered that maybe you are just projecting your own insecurities onto Donald Trump?
Impossible! Jobs are racist. Nuclear war is marriage equality. Welfare is freedom. 2 + 2 is 5 if it brings social justice. We are the revolution.
You got some problems, kid.
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Overturn the election! Not my president!
Weren't you just criticizing Trump for potentially doing this right here like a week ago?
Racist!